Hey YouTube, it's Allie, also known as Allie's Books and Creativity. How can I explain what happened? Like last week. So last week was Prime Day on Amazon and I only had a certain amount of money to get maybe like one, two things for my best friend since preschool for her birthday in December. And I was like, okay, I'll get her something, whatever I want. It's just gonna go on a Christmas list because I don't got the money to do it right now. And what happened was I was on Twitter talking about book obsession and how my book obsession is getting bigger. And it's gotten bigger over the years. And Amazon surprisingly saw my tweet on Twitter and comment on my tweet, and we were just discussing like for a whole hour or so about book genres and book authors and those such and stuff related to books. And I was like, okay, I'll give them my response and I'll just go on with my day. And then the following week, this week, it was like a Monday, they respond to me. They're like, oh, we would like to send you a surprise. And I'm like, okay, is this really them? Is this legit? Because my family are very tech smart, so they always told me you always want to make sure it's legit before you sign up for anything. So they gave me a link and I made sure it was Amazon, and I went on their page. I was like, okay, it is Amazon. And I look on the link, I'm like, oh, it is them. So I gave the information, received an email from customer service and confirming for a confirmed address, gave them my address, and they were like, okay, expect a package in a day or so. I'm like, cool. And after that, I wake up Wednesday morning, and first, before I go to the package story, I get a dreaded phone call from my job saying that I was laid off fully, and I was kind of down in the dumps because even though I kind of figured it was gonna happen, but I was awfully sad because I was like, great, what I do now? But then another thing came saying, oh, there's a possible job opportunity here at this company. So I'm like, oh. So now I have a tour and an interview or sometime next week, so that's exciting. So hopefully I get the job, fingers crossed, because I did apply for 2 other jobs and they kind of slid through the cracks. So hopefully this one doesn't slide through the cracks, because I just feel like I just need some payment to... There's a bug flying around me, sorry about that, guys. So I just feel like I need some payment to basically pay off bills more. So it just doesn't get harder and harder. So we'll see how that plays out. But we'll see how that interview goes. And then that day, like, I was eating lunch, and I hear my neighbor's dog barking after telling the dog to stop barking because I could hear him from the other side of my house. And I close the door. The dog stops barking because the dog knows me, obviously. And I'm eating my lunch again, the dog's barking again. And I'm telling one of my friends, is there a package outside? They're like, I swore I saw a shadow by your window. And I'm like, what? And I look and I see a package. I'm like, oh. I see the package. It's a big package. I was like, whoa. So I look at that and I'm like, okay, let me see what it is. And it's, oh my gosh, I was over the moon, guys. 4 books and a coffee mug. But first, I have it right over here and I'm going to show you. Other than that, let's get started on my Amazon free book haul and jazz. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the mug. If I can grab it, it says, bookmarks are for quitters. Of course, bookmarks are for quitters, am I acknowledge. If you love a book, if I'm a type of person who desperately loved the book, I will refuse to put a bookmark several days apart. Because I'm just the type of person where if I love a book, I'm going to fly through it in a heartbeat. And Yeah, so I've already used this mug a few times. First, I started it with tea, and it came out so good. And I think today I tried it with coffee, and whoo, it was so good. Nice warm coffee, and the weather here is getting cooler. Perfect time for some hot coffee and hot tea. By Christmas time, I'll probably do some hot chocolate. It'd be so exciting. So, yeah. Other than that, that's my mug, and I just love it. I've been using it, and it just fits me so well. Okay, so now on to the first book. The first book I got from them was A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer or Kemmerer. I always say her last name. This is her I think this is her debut. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I've always wanted to read this since it came out, but I never had the chance to purchase it. And I finally got it and stuff. So basically, yeah, now I have the book. I even got the sequel, which is A Heart So Fierce and Broken, because the third and final book's coming out early next year. So that's exciting. So I finally got the two books, and I can binge those, and then if I like it, I'll probably get book 3. Definitely in a heartbeat. And the third book I got was the sequel to Wicked Saints, Ruthless Gods by Emily A. Duncan. I can't, like I said, I'm terrible with most last names. I'm good with first names usually, but last names, no, not really. And I'm good with faces too. So Emily A. Ducan, I read Wicked Saints around my birthday last year, because I got the first book for my birthday last year. And I totally forgot back in April this sequel came out. And I realized in October, and I was like, Allison, how drunk were you while not knowing this book came out? It's like, it's been out since April and it's October. You must have been that drunk. Or something. I was either drunk or smoking something in my sleep. I don't know. It's like, missed out on the sequel. Like, that was a first, because usually I don't miss out on sequels. That's a first for me. And it was just, I kind of liked the first book. I think I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars last year. For the first book. So the sequel, I'll probably reread the first book and then read the sequel. And go from there. And the final book I got from the free stuff I got from Amazon was really exciting, because I couldn't pre-order it because that's what my mom told me. That's what I was told by my mom and my bank, saying, you got to save money and blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I see your point. Things are not getting easier. And all of a sudden, I got it for free from Amazon, and it's the sequel to Crave, Crush by Tracy Wolf. Oh my gosh, I got super excited getting this one, because I've been desperate to know what happens after Crave. So if any of you have read this book, do not spoil it. You spoil this book, you're going to be the person I'm going to end up not liking. So please do not spoil Crush. Please do not. Yeah, so those are the books I got in the mug, and I'm right now reading an Alexandra Bracken book I got for my birthday. And when I finish that one, I'm obviously going to start Crush next, because I'm desperate to know what happens after Crave. I have to know. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I know, I don't have to worry about putting that on my Christmas list or the other 3. Because surprisingly, it was 4 books I actually did want. And the mug, I didn't even know that mug existed. And let me show the mug again. I didn't even know this mug existed until it was delivered at my house on Wednesday. I was like, okay, a mug that says bookmarks are for quitters does exist. I was so excited for that. I was like, wow, I was thinking, it was kind of weird because bug again. Sorry, guys, I hate insects. I really do. I just don't like insects, but they do have a purpose in life. I just can't stand them. I have so many gnats in my house, and I don't know where they're coming from. So, yeah, I was kind of very surprised because I was expecting maybe just one book or one item, but it ended up being $4 in a coffee mug. So that was exciting. And yeah, other than that, it's kind of like good things. It's like even though a bad thing happened that day with my job because I was sad because I was like great. I was like, "Oh, crap. A job I really loved for 5 years gone. I'm sad." And then all of a sudden like a new job opportunity came. My free package from Amazon came after talking to them on Twitter and all that jazz. And I was like, oh my God. It's like good things come for those who wait. I'll tell you that. So, other than that, I am going to log off. I wanted to share that to you guys because it was exciting. And all I can say is exciting. So, other than that, I'll see you all again soon. I think my next video is going to be a Halloween TBR wrap up at either the end of October or early November. And I will see you all again soon.